So a little bit ago, I've made 2 videos regarding biggest jumps in Geometry Dash. In last video, I said that you guys should put your own in the comments and I will rank your jumps that you either have done or seen. That's exactly what we're here to do today. If you want to see a part 4, let me know. If it does well, you guys should put your jumps that you want to cover for next. I might not get to all of them. There's a lot. I'm sorry. We're going to do our best. And we're going to make this a little bit longer than like 5 minutes this time. Let's get started. We'll probably go for both videos. Let's see. I beat Sakubinhao's jump from Layak almost a year ago. Wow. 4 days, 14k attempts, dude. That's crazy. Man, I hate Sakubinhao. Like, I absolutely hate Sakubinhao. I'm not gonna lie. Layak, I actually enjoyed Layak a little bit. It's a little learny, but I had a good time with it. That's pretty good stuff, man. I'm actually impressed you beat it in 14,000 attempts because I put more than 4 days in Sakubinhao, and my hardest is Atomic Cannon and Sigma, and I could not beat that. So, dude, this is what I'm saying. Like, everyone is wave carried but me. I am terrible at wave. I tried jumping from 9 circles to unnerf Sakubin circles. What the hell were you thinking? Put around 5,000 attempts, 13%, 8,800. Dude, 9 circles to unnerf Sakubin circles. And mind you, that was only beaten like maybe a few days ago. No one had so why would you do this to yourself? Like, I am judging. Come on now. Alright, I saw this one a couple times. A couple people mentioned this. Bloodbath from nothing. And I am absolutely in just disbelief that somebody actually did this. Like, what were you thinking? Alright, Stereo Madness to Polar Guys. Wow. Oh my gosh, dude. Now that is a jump, my friend. Firework to Acu. I'm not sure if you meant Acu to Firework, or I'm assuming you meant Acu to Firework. And if so, please don't do that. I'm just gonna stop you in your tracks. I'm gonna give you advice. Dial it back. Don't do this. Stereo Madness to Skeletal Shenanigans. I honestly am very confused at this jump because this is like such a weird level to jump to. Like, no one jumps to this. I'd like the first time ever seeing it. I jumped from Poltergeist, the insane demon, to Poltergeist to 3-star. Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting to see. Alright, we have a multitude of jumps, so I'm gonna pick out, we're gonna read this and I'm gonna pick out the largest one. So Decode to 9 circles, that's pretty big. Not insane, but you know, it's decent. Jawbreaker to Kata, that's definitely much bigger. Kata to Moment is the smallest jump here, but then we have the largest one. Moment to Wasureta. And I don't know, man. That's an interesting one. I personally would hate jumping to this because Wasureta has one of the craziest and just strangest click patterns ever. And it also has some crazy CPS. I could not imagine doing Wasureta right now. And we have Clutterfunk to B. Your first demon being a medium demon is an interesting idea, though it's not something that I find unbelievable. I think this is actually something decent, but I personally wouldn't do it. Alright, this guy says, I've never tried jumping in my entire life. What's it like? Closest thing I ever did was Supersonic to Acu. And yeah, that's not really a jump, but I don't know what jumping is like, because I don't jump either. And I took my progression really slow with this game. I beat multiple like easy demons first, and then I went to multiple medium demons and multiple hard demons before I even thought about doing insanes. Like, I didn't really jump. Sonic Wave to Crimson Planet. Wow, okay. Crimson Planet, by the way, GG's. Crimson Planet is very difficult. It just fell off the list. I can't believe it just fell off the list. 70,000 attempts, less than 2 months to complete. Yeah, you know, that sounds about reasonable to me. Impressive work though, good job. Tried doing Bloodbath after Acu, but dropped it, now doing Sonic Wave instead. See, I resonate with this a lot because when I play levels and I'm not really enjoying it, I often drop it for a harder level. I thought I was the only person that did that, but now I'm really happy that someone else does it too. Like, I have done that so many times. In fact, the level I'm working on now is a new hardest, and I had dropped a significantly easier level for the new hardest. Like, I just think that's hilarious. Megalovania / B to Zacharias. I'm actually familiar with Zacharias. I'm not familiar with Megalovania, but I do know what B is, obviously. And yeah, that's one that I would have never thought about. I would have never jumped to Zacharias specifically. I only found out Zacharias existed through EVW, and then I ended up beating it myself. Alright, Future Funk to Future Funk 2, going for the Lost Existence. I'm not sure if I would consider this much of a jump. However, I would be very careful with specifically trying to beat XL levels over and over and over again. It definitely will help your nerve control for sure, and I guess these levels aren't too bad, but like, don't mess around and jump to like Eon or something, please. Trying to jump from Heartbeat to Digital Descent, 3 runs, okay, and just 8,000 attempts. You know what? That is pretty impressive to me, my friend. Good job. This one ain't that bad, but I did Hurricane to Blade Adjusters. I've actually beaten both of these levels, and yeah, I wouldn't say that's a big jump. I think this is good progression. I think this is a good level to jump to, or good level to play after. I don't want to call it a jump, but good stuff. Good stuff. All right, feel alive to hopping over puddles. I highlight this because these levels are not necessarily the most popular, and I actually am familiar with these. To say it's not going well, I don't know if I would say that. 80%, 47 to 117 times. I think you're playing well. It's just taking a little bit longer than you anticipated. But keep going, man. The attempt count and the amount of time you spend, in my opinion, doesn't matter as much if you are actually making progress and enjoying yourself. So I think you got this. Keep it up. Acropolis to Bloodbath is kind of reasonable. This is, I would consider this a jump. I would hate this though, because while I actually had a decent bit of fun with Acropolis, the skill sets don't transfer enough to make this like fun, in my opinion. And for those who don't know, I am a Bloodbath hater. I do not like Bloodbath. Doesn't seem too crazy, but I did Carnage mode to Bloodlust. This is definitely a jump. This is definitely a jump, especially because Carnage mode is more so of a nerf control level, and Bloodlust is too, but Bloodlust is just way harder. Right now I'm trying BTD2 to Sunset Sandstorm. This sounds horrible, my friend. I will never do Sunset Sandstorm as a first extreme. This is an interesting decision, my guy. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Now, I'm not here to discourage you. If you really want to do this level, you really like this level that much, go for it. But my initial thoughts, that's a bit of a decision. The Nightmare to Cataclysm. Why? Like, why? I'm also considering Deadlock to Thinking Space. I'm ready for a low rating. Yeah, this is probably the worst level to ever jump to. Thinking Space is just not good. Thinking Space is one of those levels that is carried by the whole second half. And yeah, you're in for a very, very long grind. I am going to do as much as I can to discourage this. What is this, man? This is even worse. This might be the worst one I've seen so far. Come on now. You go to Wasureta. And then after, you want to jump to the Golden. Truly become Walmart Space UK. You know, not even Space UK actually accomplished that because he ended up cheating during the Golden. Man, why? Why? I didn't even pay attention. 15,000 attempts in almost a month just to get it in 2 runs. I mean, you have it in 2 runs, so I mean, at this point, you may as well keep going if you have it in 2 runs, but like, oh my gosh. I mean, mind you, Wasureta, I forgot. Wasureta is harder than Wasureta. So this is a bigger jump and then a smaller jump after, technically. My hardest jump, still grinding. Skeletal Shenanigans to new record. This is the most oddball thing I've ever heard of in my life. Club Step to Tidal Wave. 4th demon I'm attempting. Yeah, no wonder we have 15% after 1 and 2 months. Dude, oh my lord. You guys are ridiculous. Deadlock to Windy Landscape last year. Now I'm doing Bloodbath to Sonic Wave. Okay, I could see this actually happening. I mean, you already did it, so obviously it happened, but like, I can see this. And then this one, I talked about this in this video, right? I don't understand how people manage to do this all the time. I cannot, like, beat Sonic Wave. I haven't played it that much. I played it a while ago, and I just gave up and was like, I'm not doing this right now. And I'm dreading having to finish it because I have to do this to finish RGB because I already did the other 2 and I need to beat this one now. Crazy to Innards. Nerfed rated version. There's a nerfed rated version. I don't know a whole lot about Innards, but like, okay. This is definitely a jump though for sure. You try it in Easy Demon to the Yandere. You guys are wild, bro. You guys are wild. 9 circles to Cataclysm. You beat it. And then jump to Bloodbath after. Now, the jump to Bloodbath from Cataclysm isn't really a jump, especially because these levels are really similar. But this is the jump right here. And I would never do this because I absolutely hate Cataclysm. In 9 circles, I find to be fine, but not great. Follow the challenge player pipeline. Oh gosh, that's not good. Accu to Cobwebs to Unknown. And now you're going for Slaughterhouse. Wait, did you beat these levels? If you beat these levels, dude, that's impressive. Now, I'm not sure if it's worth your time going for Slaughterhouse, but I can't tell you what to do because you're clearly better than me. So, if that's the case, well done. Tower Descent. I'm not familiar with Tower Descent. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll put it on the screen. And then Taniwa. 16,000 attempts. 16,000 attempts. That's impressive. I would definitely take longer. All right, this is the worst one I've seen so far. I'm going to go on a rant. Larga Esperta to Eon. Now, I'm not judging you because I'm not sure if you did this. I don't think you did. To anyone who was thinking about this jump, the 2% of people that see this, don't play this level. This is like the worst thing you can do. None of these levels are going to make you better at the game. Beating a 15-minute hard demon is not going to actually improve your skill. It just won't. The gameplay is going to be so watered down to where you're playing like not even easy demon gameplay for 15 minutes. And then Eon is just an extreme version of that. There is no reason, if you're trying to actually improve at the game, if you want to actually improve at the game, these 2 levels are the worst thing you can do. Do not play Eon. if you're trying to genuinely improve. If you just want to beat it to have fun and because it's a meme at this point, go right ahead. But if you want to actually improve the game, neither of these levels are going to help you. Forsaking Neon to Accu on mobile. I'm impressed. I would never do that. I'm impressed. Future Funk to Cataclysm. I was expecting this to come up at some point. I was expecting Future Funk to be said somewhere, and wow. Alright, Easy Demon to Niwa. Extinction to Niwa. Oh my gosh. You guys make my head spin with these Easy Demon to Extreme Demon jumps. This is like the 17th one I've seen so far. What are we doing? And also, you asked what the level at the end was. This is called Lost Love. It's a Memory Extreme Demon. You should beat it if you want. I thought it was pretty cool. And I'll just reply just in case you don't see it. Alright, Ethereal Artifice to Bloodlust. First of all, you know ball if you're playing Ethereal Artifice. I don't really feel like it's that unknown anymore, but I love this level. So I am so happy to see other people playing it. Thinking Space to Tartarus. Is this a big jump? I'm not sure. Because both levels on the list, I am not entirely sure about. But I would imagine it is, because Thinking Space's balance is hilariously stupid. Jamal he have. I'm not gonna say. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry if you're watching this and I said your name wrong. Deadlock to Slaughterhouse. Really good progress, like 25 to 100. That is insane. But I do want to know how many attempts this guy has, and I might look into it myself. Right, Bloodbath to Bloodlust. Okay, I saw this a couple times, so I'm glad I'm seeing it now. So this is an interesting jump because Bloodlust and Bloodbath are, you know, very, very similar problems. The question that I would have is, would the muscle memory apply right from Bloodbath into Bloodlust? Because I haven't played Bloodlust that much. I feel like if the muscle memory can translate quickly into some of the parts, this wouldn't be that bad, but it will still take you a while, especially because it's not a one-to-one copy. But this is an interesting decision here to do this. If I'm sure people have done it before. I thought of that one a lot, but I've never actually like tried to do it. Obviously not, because I do not want to play Bloodlust right now. All right, this one grinded my gears when I first saw it. I'm gonna reference it again. Electrodynamics to Niwa. I mean, like, again, why is your first demon an extreme demon? This is insane work. You guys are ridiculous. You know that? I mean, good luck. I hope you manage to pull through if you're gonna really go for it. But wow. Like, look at the comments hating. Like, y'all are such haters, bruh. I talked about this jump, but I'm referring this now. Why would you play Misfire? I'm not even showing it in the video. I can't. I want you guys, if you don't know what Misfire is, I want you to look at I want you to go to Misfire, look it up right now, and listen to the song and look at the level. I refuse to believe that you beat this without a mashup, because there's no way is that something I should do? Should I beat Misfire, guys? I tried to beat Sonic Wave with my first demon. Yeah, that was a decision. Why would you do this? Got like 15 after 15k attempts and then dropped it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Damn, 15 after 15,000 attempts. I wonder how many times you died to that 1% yellow orb, dog. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to highlight this. This is in no way a jump. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people think this is harder. These are like the same difficulty. This is not a jump, my friend. This is the same difficulty of level. Here we have 9 circles to Sonic Wave. Why? This is the bane of my existence right here. I absolutely, like, my Sonic Wave hate is coming out and I can't compress it. Here we go. Wasureta as a jump from Silentium Gratis. I haven't seen this one ever, and it's an interesting one. I would consider it a jump. It's a small jump, or it's a relative jump. It's a jump. Impressive though, because I want to beat Wasureta. Was it fun? Maybe one day. Windy Landscape to Tantrum. Now I'm not sure how to call this a jump. It's close. A lot of people are of the belief that you only need one insane demon to be an extreme, and Tantrum is one of the easiest extremes that you're gonna ever find. So I would think this is actually a reasonable thing to do. This isn't anything crazy, and if you think you're ready for an extreme, I think Tantrum's a good one to start. Although the end is very hard, so just be aware of that. I responded to this one, but I want to highlight it again. Auditory Breaker to the Yandere. It's not necessarily the craziest jump, but it is a jump in my opinion, and it only took him 14k attempts. But it took 10 months, or took 2 months. So here's the interesting thing, right? With attempt count in this game is so skewed because 14,000 attempts for me would come way quicker than 2 months. Like, I'm impressed that it only took you 2 months and 14k attempts, like, specifically, like, those two numbers. You know, it would be really funny? Cat of the Tart. No! No! It would not be funny. Hypersonic to Spatial Rend. 60 FPS, 32%. Interesting. I tried to play Spatial Rend once, and I was like, I would want to come back to it, but it's a little scary for me. 32%. I'm pretty sure that's like past one of the hardest parts. We need to shame people who jump for fame. I just saw that and I just wanted to highlight it. That's funny. We need to shame people who jump for fame. I don't know, but okay. Sonic Way to Zodiac. I've actually seen this a couple times. One of my friends did this exact jump and he beat it. Took him a hilariously long time, but he did beat it. So good luck. I think you can do it. X step to Sockupin Egg. Is that a jump? Maybe. I would say a little bit, considering X step has 0 wave in it. So like the skill set is horrible because Sockupin Egg skill set is mainly. This is the problem when you jump from main levels like this, early main levels. You don't get a lot of experience with any other skill set because X step doesn't even have UFO. X step has ship, cube, and ball. That is all it has. It has no wave. It has no UFO. There's no duels. There's no speed changes. That's the problem. So if you're gonna jump from a level like a main level, an early main level, beware with caution. You're gonna have to also take on the learning curve of learning the game modes. You haven't even experienced most of them. I mean, unless you played like blast processing and you found that easier or something. But like, I don't know. So it's more of a jump because the lack of skill set is here. Accu from Clubstep, I would normally never. Oh my gosh, 90,000 attempts. Yeah, that sounds about right. People forget that Accu is still a hard level. Like, Accu is not free. But you're at 97. You may as well finish it at this point, you know? Son. No, you didn't. Stop this madness. Alright, this is one of the first ones I saw before I started making this video. That lot Tiagarasu. Just. No way. I had it Clubset to BG Clubset. Stop. Stop the video. Stop the video. I absolutely despise this level. You will never catch. This is a map hat level that you will probably never catch me beating. I will never beat the map hats because this level is here. I just can't do it. No. Alright, here we go. E to Forsaken Neon. This is actually somewhat reasonable. It's a little bit of a jump. A little bit. A lot of people would say it's not. I think it is. Just a little bit. But it's not that crazy. And I think that you could do it. I mean, you've got good progress on it, so, you know. B to Ordinary. I have to level in 3 runs. How long did this take? 60k? That's it? I thought this would take so much more. B to Ordinary is disgusting. Oh my gosh. You guys are insane. Alright, that's gonna do it for this one. I've had a lot of jumps. Maybe I'll finish some other ones on the other video, because I only went through one of them. I do have to go kinda soon, so I, had to get what I had to get. Sorry if I didn't include yours. There's a lot of comments. I can't get through literally every single one. I try my best. But if you want to see part 4, let me know. Just like always. See you in the next one. Bye.